Hello guys, MikuChibi here, and today we have a new banner, the new step-up banner, Pastel Maid Order, with 4 new future skill. And yes, short about the banner itself, it has 3 steps, where step 1, 50% off, step 2, regular price with cost of 2,500 Arcana Gems, and step 3, you are guaranteed to get a random 4-star, so not guaranteed future skill, real sad. But hey, we have 4 new skills. Alice, Silica, Sachi, and Asuna, and we can see that Alice uses a normal skill, Silica is the new awakening, Sachi is the new access skill, and Asuna is the new connect skill. Of course, we can have a look and see how the skill effects are, how good they are, and talk about it if this banner works or not. And for this video, I'm not gonna do any summoning today, so yeah, too bad. But anyway, this banner is available till the 14th of April, so a month from now. That is pretty good, very long duration. And let's have a look at the first skill. We have the time to show my skills. Asuna, really good title, I really want that. But hey, it's a rapier skill with aqua repose animation for a speed frozen water. That's good. So maybe good for floor 31. And yeah, so it is 1470% damage single hit, and it it has crit rate stacking and reduced damage stacking. That is normal effect on the connect skill, which isn't that really amazing. But the only thing that is really amazing is the connect chain, would reduce your skill by 3, 6, 9 seconds, depends how many linked skill you have it, which is pretty good. And yeah, I think this can be used for floor 31 boss if you farm a lab, and it not necessarily, because you can use any connected rapier in your set, it still works fine because they're only supposed to reduce your cooldown on your skill. But yeah, but that is fine, pretty good. All connect rapier is amazing, not gonna lie. Then we have Spike and Span Alice. So this is Advanced Trooper Auto Learning. Alright, so we know it's Advanced Trooper. It's at Advanced Trooper 5 that gives 500 flat attack. That is amazing. Then it has a effect based on how number of Alice skill record. Alright, so if you have 2, you get 20% crit rate, 3, 5% defense, 4, 10% max HP, 5, 20% crit damage, and 6, 35% attack. That is actually good stats, good effect. I think there are similar passive. We have Black of Night Flower, I think it's called, which is similar to this. Maybe the stack, I don't know. But I think this is a power craft bomb or better version of that thing. So this is better one. But if you are maining allies, have a lot of ally skills, maybe we can set it up. But I don't know how good this can be. If this was awakening, it might be a really good one. But yeah, we'll see. Mop Race Sachi is a spear, water shaft animation, 26 speed frost water, another frost water weapon. That is pretty good, or skill. But yeah, let's see, active skill, we know how it is, but let's see at the skill effect. So it has 1800% damage single hit, stigma debuff. Alright, stigma debuff, increased damage taken by the enemy for 18 seconds, 3 stacks plus 0.5% every stack, so up to 49.5% stack. And it does increase your switch regular gauge, which is pretty good. And if you didn't know, stigma debuff is one of the best debuff for raid, party, lab and stuff, especially for GOG, because stigma increase your damage, your own damage. So at max stack, you'll get a lot of damage, and the enemy gonna take a lot of damage, and they're gonna die really fast. That's why a lot of people really want, or a lot of endgame they're doing, or on top guild, are trying to get the handful of snacks. Elizabeth is a main skill that does stigma debuff. That's why a lot of them have, and that was the only stigma skill we have so far. But now we have a spear that does also stigma, and I think this one is better than the Elizabeth if you are using spear. So that is actually really good. And also it's an active skill, that means you can also spam it. So yeah, so that means you can apply faster stigma. That's pretty good. And lastly, we had artistic cooking challenge Silica, a dagger skill with slash and holy. So 1300% damage, 3 hit single hit. It plays 4 buff stack attack plus 20 per stack. Muscle atrophy, enemy attack minus 0.3% per stack. Alright, so it's a support skill with stacking, alright. And awakening 7.5 crit damage. Alright, I think this one can be put in a support dagger set where you apply debuff and ailment, which can be really nice if you want to reduce the boss attack by a lot, and also increase your own attack. If this was a party stacking attack, that will be really amazing, but I think they want to handle it to mace. But yeah, this is really good one, I would say. On paper it does look good, but I don't know how good it is in actual fight. But yeah, but I can see this being used a lot in GOG mostly, and maybe in the future for Labyrinth. Who knows? But yeah, this is not bad skill. So all these four here, future skill, is amazing actually. Really good, decent, but it's not in the right banner. It's a 3-step banner with not guaranteed, and you can see the rate isn't the best. We have 4% chance, even though it has increased rate for future red, it doesn't help that a lot. Yeah, really amazing skills, really good, but it's on a really bad banner, that's all. But yeah, the question is now, is this banner worth the poll? I will say, if you're new to this game, or you started or during the mid game right now, this banner is not the best thing, since it does require to have some specific skill to support them, or they can support the specific skills. So like this one, rapier, it can be good if you're doing a main rapier. Allies, it can be good if building around a lot of allies, otherwise not really worth it. Maybe not all 6 allies. Sachi can be really good, but it's really hard to get, and a spear is one of the most expensive build to build. Like, it costs a lot of Arcangel to build spear, a perfect spear set. And Silica is a situational thing, where you can use during GOG, raid, depends what it's need, but it can maybe you can use it all the time, but what I see, you can't really use it all the time. You really want, since this game is slow phase, but when it comes to bosses, you want to beat the boss really fast as soon as possible. But yeah, late game gamers, if you see this banner really good, trying to improve your build, or one of the skills can improve your build, definitely worth the poll then. If you can do at least 2 rotation, at least, or if you're really lucky, you get the skill you want on 1 rotation. But 90%, I would say skip this banner. I'm sure they're gonna introduce like selection order made banner in the future, so you have a chance to get those maybe next year, who knows. So that can be a thing, or they put in something else, selection order. So this is not the best banner to pull right now. It costs 6,250 Arcana gems, and it's not guaranteed to get the future, so you have a high risk but also high reward. For me, I have 16k. I'm definitely not gonna pull this one, even though some of the skill can improve my set, but I'm not really interested in the skills. I want to save my Arcana gem for an even better banner. So yeah, so keep saving, promise. But if you really want to pull on this banner, I wish you then good luck. Hopefully you get the skill you want, but if you don't, you paid for your, I mean, at least you tried, I would say, right? But yeah, not the best banner, but hopefully they're introducing it better. I think there's one more banner coming up, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's for me. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this review helped you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, and bye bye.